All right, this is Carl and Trey. We're back on the Ramcharger. Today we're gonna try to we're gonna work on taking the master cylinder and the brake booster off. We've got 1/2-inch nuts holding the master cylinder up to the brake booster, and we're gonna disconnect then the brake pedal on the inside and the the bolts that are holding the brake booster into the firewall. Hopefully that whole thing will just come out as a single unit. Allergies are really kicking my ass. That's why I look especially bad today. So anyway, that's where we're at.
On.
You getting it? Oh, you got it. Is that a 1/2-inch?
Yep.
Okay. You want a 1/2-inch socket?
No, you can't get to it from that angle because this is in the way.
That's how it is, isn't it?
So like 10 extenders on it.
I have long extenders, but they're naturally not here. You know, I also have the ratcheting wrench.
That would probably be optimal, but
Yep, try. I'm gonna get that. Okay.
yeah.
Ah, so much better. Look at all that brake fluid that's been running down the front of that booster.
Okay. Number one.
One down. Put that there with all of the other bolts that have come off of this thing so far.
This hood comes down and my arm's gone. An amputee.
I've drained the master cylinder out, so there shouldn't be, well, and it's disconnected, so there shouldn't be anything attached, holding it in. Not holding it in, any fluid in it, that's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Now these two are over there. That's going to be it. You know, unless you wanted to work on the inside of the firewall and just take the whole thing off as a unit, because the brake booster has, I think, 4 bolts going through that are held on with nuts through the firewall. You take those off, that's going to come off.
Spin the whole thing though, or
No,
spin
I don't think so.
the... We can try that.
Unless, you know, I mean, it might. Who knows? All right, let's go inside and see.
Okay, it's videoing.
All right, we're working on the 4 bolts on the inside of the firewall. Right now, we've got 2 of them off. The easy 2 we've got off. Now we are faced with the much more difficult and really very cramped space up there. I don't even know how we're going to do that. Is there a longer extender than this?
No, those were the ones in the kit, unless you have an extra one.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want gloves?
Should have had gloves on.
Slamming your hand around.
Yeah. Oh my God. get this on there.
Is the pedal just right in your way?
Yeah, it really is
Bolt
just,
to take it out.
really just right in the way, and this thing is coming apart. Not surprisingly. Oh, I'm on that one. I'm on number 3.
Okay. I don't know how good this video is gonna come out.
Oh, that's okay. Nobody's watching these anyway. These are for our entertainment in about 10 years. When we look back and go, look at what a mess this thing was. There's a guy on the internet with one just like this that's orange on the inside, but he had the time and space to take it all the way down to, and it's just turning out beautifully, beautiful repainted orange and everything. There's no rust or anything. It's all totally clean.
Yeah.
One more to go. How do we get on that one? Because we've got there's this bar right here.
Wait, I see the bolts take out the pedal.
Yeah, that's the one that comes out. Do I have something that'll fit on that here? No, not on that side. That's gonna be that's too long. That's the size though.
Half?
That is
It's bigger than half.
that's 11/16.
Okay.
If we get a short 11/16, I probably could turn that one.
Let me go get it.
Yeah.
Is it the big ratchet or the?
It's this on the inside of the bolt from the brake booster. There's washers, so we need to remember to put those back on.
Okay.
Oh my God! I thought I was going to lose it down that hole.
Be gone forever
Yeah.
until we weld new ones in.
Okay. We don't mess around with the brake bolts, and the whole thing is turning now. Shoot. That's the wrong size. Do we have an 11/16 wrench?
Check. Brake pedal might be friction welded on.
I think I'm getting it.
Yeah, I think it's getting loose.
Yeah, definitely. Almost.
Hand loose.
Yep.
Oh.
Don't want to lose these
Yeah.
because these are these. I think you got to reuse these in the. It's not the real seals. I think if I got on there and turned it, it would come out. Yeah, there we go. Where's that? Put that bolt. Put the nut on that bolt. It's this one.
Big one.
Put the nut on that bolt. Okay, now we are free from that thing.
And we got it out. Cap. Not really looking too good. But It's out.
All right, here is the replacement. Here's the replacement piece. Look how pretty this is.
That's, yep, factory new.
And it is bigger.
That looks more heavy duty. Doesn't
Yeah.
have the boot though. Oh, it does.
It does have the boot. Look how much thicker it is. But it's also has a smaller diameter.
Yeah.
So it fits a little better with things like headers and stuff is what they said.
Okay.
The thing to check is the distance, is the length of, stop
Oh,
rolling, is the length of the, they're pretty close, you know, actually. They're really pretty close. The length of this rod and that rod.
Oh, for the actual linkage to the pedal.
Yeah. And what I've read is that the size of this opening here, or I've seen talk about, the size of this opening here is a little bit bigger. Where's that bolt? Where's that bolt with the nut on it? Fit all the way down onto the that piece, that lever, and then this was screwed on. This on this one, it's not going to fit all the way on. So you have to. What I think people have done is they have reamed this out a little bit.
Oh, literally make it wider.
Yeah, literally make it a little bit bigger so that piece, because it's very close. Either that, or they pulled this one out, pulled it out of this one, and put it into that one. This
one looks like it's.
Yeah,
It's
pretty heavy duty, but it is. You know what? It almost looks
thicker.
bent or something. It's got a little bit of a. It's got a little bit of a curve to it like that. That's interesting. So this one needs to be just a little bit a larger diameter hole so that this piece can go all the way through.
Dremel for a second.
Right, that's what they do. That's what people have done. They've taken a Dremel. So we'll take this home and we'll try Dremeling it and see. That's going to leave that pretty thin, but hopefully that's adequate. And then I got out the. These things really want to roll.
Yeah.
I got out the new master cylinder as well. And this thing is a beast compared to the old. Oh, it's just draining all over my truck.
Yeah, I was trying to warn you.
Just don't want that on the paint. Brake fluid will ruin that paint.
It's the part that.
Okay. Yeah, but so here's side by side. There's the new master cylinder, and it looks quite a bit more robust too.
Gigantic compared to.
Yeah. So that's what we're working with. Let's close this thing up and somehow it pinches on there.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll put this thing back in the box. And we'll take that home and use the Dremel on it. I don't have the Dremel here.
Okay.
And then next time when we come back and be ready, and probably what we'll do then also next time is we'll brake bleed the master cylinder. So when we come back, we'll put that in, put this on, connect things, have this brake bled, and then, or bench bled, and then we will bleed the brakes from the master cylinder all the way to the wheels.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, that's all we're going to record for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.